Is it recording for you?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start. My uncle Ron Wildfong, one of the coolest fucking guys of all time.
Ron Wildfong?
Yeah. Literally, his name was Wildfong. His last name was Wildfong, and he was like
Wildfong? Like Cisco?
no Wildfong,
Okay.
like Fong.
Like just racist.
He was part. He was like 25% Blackfoot.
That's great. Dude, I'm 100% Blackfoot.
No, the bottom of your feet are white for sure, dude.
I'm 50% Blackfoot. Yeah.
Welcome back to SexMonkeyDungeon. I'm Chris Barrett, and
Me.
we have our special guest here again.
How's it going? Floyd Jones.
Yeah,
Floyd Jones comedy.
We fucked up it, so we have a guest 2 times in a row.
Yeah,
Who gives
yeah.
a shit? Like, what do
Hopefully,
you
you
care?
guys liked it the first time because he's back again.
Yeah. They're going to be like, honestly, thank God, okay? We thought it was just going to go back to you.
Wow, this podcast got a lot more diversely.
Yeah. Did they, like, include him for all of them now?
Yeah. You're just our black co-host.
Just
we
to
can say
cover.
things.
Yeah, I can
Just
only...
cover our asses.
All right, but wait. Ron Wildfong, my uncle, right? He's fucking he was like this old-timey Vietnam War vet, multiple fucking Purple Hearts, got honorable discharge, would go back, like fell in a fucking tiger trap. You know, those are like in like Vietnam
Where they
you
put,
fall
like,
through the
poop on
leaves
spikes?
and you go
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Came out, got shot in the leg. He didn't give a fuck. He kept going back. He was like one of the craziest motherfuckers.
Like,
he was
did he
also
get out of the pit and immediately get shot in the leg by somebody? Like, get back in the pit! And he was, oh!
And he was a scout for his unit. Like, he was like the kind of guy where it's like, you got to go 2 clicks north in the dead of night. Like, he was a scout. So
I
the guy
love the
got
thought
fucked
of him just
up.
being a Boy Scout, though. Just
But he was a wild motherfucker. But one of my favorite things that we did is like, he used to come on all of our family vacations, and we used to do one on the 4th of July.
nice.
And so when we're doing fireworks, and me and my brother and his friends would all fuck with him. We would shoot fireworks off at him.
Definitely
And
disrespectful.
just make him have PTSD, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
one
yeah.
dude, legit, one time he was coming back on a fishing trip off a boat, and he's on the deck. We just start shooting bottle rockets at him. He went full Vietnam. He dives off of the dock and just goes into the bushes.
Oh my God.
How dare you do that to an American?
Jeez.
No,
How dare you?
dude, that guy.
How dare you?
He was the craziest motherfucker I ever met. He had like lynx cats.
He doesn't even have the eagle on top.
I know. Right?
I hate
Doesn't
it so
count.
much, dude. You could have got a better one on Amazon.
But fucking.
I got the
You know
eagle
what eagles
inside.
mean. You know what eagles mean.
I got the eagle inside my heart.
Yeah, that's what the band the Eagles were all about.
Hotel California is
Nazi
just
uniform.
racist.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
not
is
done
this not
about my
what that
uncle.
music is about?
So fucking he had you guys. This is how crazy it was. Like lynxes. You can buy those. There's like the wild cats.
Yeah.
Those, like,
Okay, I
bobcats,
wanted to
but you
make
could
sure.
just-
Yeah.
They have like the spiky ear, right?
Yeah. So he had one of those, and I was at his house one time. Like went to go visit him, and like with my dad, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, "Hey, look at this number 2 pencil." I'm like, "You been writing again, Ron?" He goes, "Oh no." He goes, "See, that's for when my cat gets in heat." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, you just take the
fucks
eraser
her.
end and you just fuck the cat with it, calm him down real quick."
He's like,
Coolest
gets my
fucking guy
nerves
of all
all sorts
time.
around.
So he raped.
Dude, the ballad of Ron Wildfong is the craziest. My dad.
Oh, that's my cat's boyfriend
Yeah.
right there. That pencil.
yeah, that's how I make her docile.
Yeah.
When she's starting to meow too much, I just fuck her with a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
And then my dad told me this story about when his brother died. He was like all fucked up about it. So my dad went over to his place and they're like
I
drinking.
shouldn't be laughing, but I just imagine
Yeah.
him fucking the cat after that happened, and he's just broken up about his.
my brother. So fucking dude's brother dies. My dad's over at his house after like the funeral, and his buddies were on there, and he has like his portion of the ashes that he got of his brother, and they're all getting fucked up. And he says Ron just takes him out, fucking dumps the ashes out, cuts it into a line, and snorts his brother ashes up, and just goes, now he'll always be with me.
I don't think that's how ashes
That's not how
work.
it works.
That's a true American, dude. That's a true American.
That is
Snorting your
American.
brother's ashes. That's an American.
He just
hero.
starts chopping, and then you look, and he's done the
He goes,
American
"Yeah,
flag
yeah,
out of
yeah."
his brother's ashes.
I love he like you want bump? He's like,
Hey, you guys trying to get some of this?
That's snort the line off a trans woman's boner.
Yeah, no, he was the kind of guy where you go. That's why it fucked me up when I met military people when I got older, because like he was like the military guy, and he had no problem talking about the people he killed. So like when I know it's fucked up. That's why it's like the first time, like when I got older and I met someone in the military, I was like, "Oh, how many people you killed?" And everyone's like, "You don't ever ask someone that."
It's like, why would you do that?
You can.
But he was so fucked up. He'd be like, when you'd ask him, like, "How many people you killed?" He goes, "You talking about in Vietnam or in the States?" He used to tell me and my brother, dude, he loved us so much. He'd come over, he'd be fucking hammered. He goes, "I love you guys. You get one." And you're like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "I'll kill one person for you."
Jesus.
Dude, he's like an old Vietnam fucking assassin.
I'll kill one.
Yeah.
One.
It can't be your mom again. Yeah, no, dude, that's wild. But I love
He was
that.
the man. I love that guy.
I don't know if you guys watched the show Barry. where
Yeah,
Bill
I've seen
Hader's
Barry,
the
dude.
dude was the
I've
hitman.
wanted to.
Bill
It's so
Hader is
good.
so fucking
It's
good.
so
Bill
good.
It's
Hader.
Hater.
I just
Hater.
love gore porn. I mean, I just admit that, like,
Is it
I
really
love,
gory in there?
Dude, he's got some fucked up scenes where, like, he kills people beautifully.
Oh, so it's like actually pretty graphic. I know he does
Oh,
it.
yeah. There's one
I
scene
need to
where a
check it out.
grenade happens, like, in a small area and just blows a couple of people's limbs off. And I was like, this show is
I
so
do love
sweet.
that shit. I think one of the funniest deaths of all time is in Starship Troopers.
No, are you talking about the mistaken on the training where they shoot him in
where
the
the
head?
guy goes, "My helmet!" The dumb guy goes, "My helmet don't fit." And he goes,
Busey's kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not Busey's kid.
That's Busey's
No,
kid.
no, Busey's kid doesn't die. It's the big, like, tall idiot guy. Busey's kid lives the whole movie.
The bleach blonde kid.
I'm 100.
He gets killed in the training part.
No, that's not Busey's kid. Busey's kid lives the whole movie.
You're
Busey's-
fighting an autist right now, by the way.
Busey's kid is the one where he goes, "Why are we even throwing knives?" And the Buzz is like, he goes, "Put your hand up against that wall, Private."
And he
goes,
throws it into his hand.
yeah, and he goes, the enemy cannot press the button if you disable their hand. That's Busey's kid. He doesn't die in the training. He lives the whole movie.
I mean, I'm still going to Google it. I'm just going to tell you guys
Let's
right now.
Google it. No, I'll fight you right now, dude. I will fight you on this whole fucking thing.
Dude.
Jake Busey.
What's this?
It's Jake Busey.
Are you looking it up? You look fast.
This is actually made me upset.
Starship Troopers trivia. Does Busey's kid die in this movie?
Does Jake Busey
Busey death.
die in Starship Trooper? I also love this movie, by the way. Have you ever seen the fan theory
Oh,
that?
you're right. It
Am I
is
going
a
to have to come to
stupid
your
guy.
house at
It is
3
a
o'clock
stupid-
and watch it?
Yeah, I know.
Fuck. Oh, damn it. You got me.
Damn, dude.
You're going to
You're
make
not
me
even a
come to
nerd.
your house and
Have
watch
you
it
never
at 3
seen
o'clock?
Starship Troopers?
I've seen it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
movie's so
have you
good.
seen the theory about how like Starship Troopers predicted 9/11?
No.
Chill out.
Well, no. Have you ever seen this theory about? It's basically like a whole. Even though it happened before 9/11, it's like an allegory for 9/11.
Yeah, but you act like
Because-
they didn't like put that on the to-do list. I guarantee, like every week, Al Qaeda was like, "Just so you'll know,
We're
one
gonna do
day-"
Starship Troopers.
Dude, they already tried to. I remember my little brother heard Notorious B.I.G. and he has the line where he goes, "Trying to get paid, blow up like the World Trade," and my little brother was like, "How did he know that was gonna happen?"
Because he was part of the Illuminati.
And I was like, "Well, see, if you have sex with Notorious B.I.G."
Well, first off, no, not if you had sex with Notorious B.I.G. If you have sex with Puff Daddy, you get in a
Yeah.
lot of information.
I have
Yeah.
sex with Puff Daddy, and then I come out of his dick hole into Notorious B.I.G. because that's the only way to truly do it.
All right, before we get off this, I have one more story about my uncle.
I thought you were
Ron.
going to talk about 9/11.
No, I'm not a big fan. It's actually,
Not a
I think it's a big
9/11?
tragedy.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
9/11, definitely not a 9 or an 11. Okay, I give this one a 7.2.
Kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
That last plane that went into the fight field. Come on, guys.
So, like, close to when he was dying, he started giving away his shit. So he comes into my room one of these times, right? Like, he's fucked up because him and my dad just used to get like shit faced at our house. And he
Happens.
comes in and he brings me this. He has like this bust, but it's not a bust. I guess it's like a clay ceramic
Like
version.
titties? He's
No.
just got
He just gave me a
just
bunch of.
carrying big ass
He
titties.
goes, "I'm a woman now.
Yeah.
I'm more of a hero
is
than
for
I ever
you.
was for the American
You
government."
want some titties? You want
Mo titties.
No, but he gives me this like ceramic Blackfoot Native American ceramic person. He goes, I want you to hang this up on your wall. I'm like, all right, I'll hang it up right here. He goes, I want you to hang it up right now. He's being very fucking serious. I'm like, all right, cool. I put a nail on the wall. I put it on the wall. He goes, if I ever come back here and that's not hanging up, I'm going to break one of your fingers.
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, rule. And honestly, for the longest time until I moved out of that house, even after he died, I left it up on the wall for him. I was like,
Fuck yeah,
just in
dude.
case he comes back from the grave to break one of my fingers.
Yeah, I'll break one of your fingers. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
I'm dying of Agent Orange.
Oh, that's so gnarly.
That's really cool.
But also, Agent Orange still just sounds like a Disney movie where a really cool kid.
Agent Orange is a sick metal band.
It's a Cody Banks. It's the Cody Banks with Cal.
Cody Banks.
It's Agent Cody
Orange.
Banks
Agent
with
Orange.
Cal.
Cal.
I remember
And
Good
Keenan's
Burger.
going. He goes, Cal, are you going up? Cal, are you going on a spy mission? He goes, yeah. And he goes, man.
Yeah.
I gotta run the shop by myself, man.
Dude, I just can't believe like nothing was weirder than when I became like a teenager and started smoking weed and saw Dawn of the Dead. And was
yeah.
like,
Which one,
dude,
the
that's
original or
the
the
Keenan
remake?
and Kel dad. The remake or the original.
original, yeah.
I was like, that's the fucking dad from Keenan
Yeah.
and Kel. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of fucked me up. It was like when
He
you,
he didn't have a good career after that movie.
I mean, did anybody?
I don't think of anyone for that movie. Like pretty much any of the Living Dead movies.
George
are,
A. Romero is the only person anybody knows the
coming
name of
for
in
you,
all of
Barbara.
his movies.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign. Like
No,
at least Scorsese gives
The
props to all
Zack,
his
the Zack
actors.
Snyder ones, I actually could name people from it.
Name the black guy from Night of the Living Dead. Go.
No, I didn't say that. I said no one can.
Name any
No
black
one can,
person.
Yeah, that guy's did
Oh,
like
that's
the
a good
most.
question. Are you a big horror fan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about when they did the original versus the remake, where instead of having the black guy as the sole survivor in the original, which is supposed to be like the big thing, and then he gets shot in the head at the end, instead of doing that when they made the remake
With
the
Tony Todd.
yeah,
With
the,
Candyman.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the black guy dies.
He's in the basement. And then he comes out of the
as
basement.
He's
as
already a zombie, and the white woman lives the whole movie.
That one felt real. That one felt like this is what because that's the beauty of the first one is like because you guys also killed this black guy, like nobody lives.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, also it's like
I don't think anybody else lived. If I'm not mistaken, he was the last.
he
person.
was the last one. And he dies. Yeah.
And it's kind of like a great
He ends.
commentary.
He wakes up in the morning and he walks out of the basement. He goes, "Oh my god, I lived!" And he gets headshot. And then there's a bunch of rednecks that go, "Got another one." Like that's the end of the movie.
Yeah,
wait, he
and then-
lived. I didn't even remember that he saved that
He
night.
didn't die from zombies.
Oh.
He died from
No, I
racism.
remember he got
Racism
shot.
killed him.
Dude,
Yeah.
the rednecks didn't even know there was zombies.
Yeah. Guys, we did our
another
local.
one.
Yeah, and I think
We
at
did
the
our
end-
local cleansing.
And then they kind of do at the end. They show like all these Polaroids of zombies, and it's like supposed to be like an equivalent of like how they're treating zombies is like the old school lynchings, where like they're hanging zombies from trees and using them as like target practice and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like
Dude,
the
Night
whole
of the
because
Living
like
Dead is so sweet.
it's the fucking one of the best movies of all time.
So
They're
sweet.
coming for
I
you,
have a
Baba.
yeah.
Just
I have
a
a whole
world-
poster of it.
Oh, dude, I mean, I love
I
it.
have a framed poster of Night of the Living Dead.
Dude, because I'll tell you right now, dude, nothing's scarier than a short white woman who may or may not be an undead creature.
Yeah.
You know, I've only dealt
My
with living
favorite-
ones, and they're scary.
Dude, my favorite part of that movie is I might be mixing up the original with the remake. I think it's the remake, or it's the
The
original.
remake's the hot redhead with the short hair.
Yeah, but no, I think it's the original where the couple try to go to fill up the car with the old gas tank, and then when they get out there, they realize it's locked, and then out of a split decision, he takes the gun and tries to shoot the lock off, and it just detonates and kills them all.
That's the
I
remake.
think that's a remake. Yeah.
Is that the remake?
'Cause the
Yeah,
first
they had
one-
money for that.
Because the first one, I don't think they went very many places. They were at the
No,
cemetery.
it's
they
It's
got
the
in the
cemetery,
truck,
and then it's the house.
No, but
and
they
then it's
definitely have
the
the
mom and the dad and the kid.
Well, no, but the gas pump is on the property.
Where he just has
It's
to be
not
like, we
not
have
on
to
the
kill
property.
your kid.
It's like by the barn.
Oh,
So the whole thing is they have to go outside to get to the gas pump, so they run to the car and drive it. Like it's within walking distance of
Was
the
it
fucking
then?
house.
I like the thought of them remaking Night of the Living Dead, but it's Casey Anthony as the mom whose daughter gets turned into a zombie, and the guy goes, "Look, I know this is tough, but I'm gonna have to kill your kid." And she's like, "Okay," like just before
goes,
he even finishes.
How do you
the
think she
sentence.
Like,
died in the
that's fine.
first place?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this kid. Oh God.
But that's also what Night of the Living Dead was so good is because you have like that severely Jewish man arguing with a black man, and the black man's just like, no, shut the fuck up, dude. That's like the first movie that ever let a black guy like, be in charge of a scene.
Well, that's why you had to kill him at the end. Like,
and also George A. Romero, even like he balls out afterwards. Like people are like, "Were you trying to make?" Which I think he's lying when he says this. He goes, "Were you trying to make like a race statement about this?" He goes, "No, that guy just tried out for the role, and I thought he was the best for the role."
Yeah, sure, Romero.
Yeah,
Romero was too cool to say it though. Like, because like even if you don't say it, the movie still hits the same.
Yeah.
Well, that's. Back then, they had to do that covert shit.
Well, the beauty is the thing I always took away from it is I was like, I love the thought that like a zombie is the same as just being black in America.
Oh my God, they're outside the house.
Like, because dude,
board up the window, lock the windows.
I always thought it'd be really funny, like if I became a zombie, because I just love the thought of my racist white neighbors being like, I miss when he was just black. Like this fucking sucks.
Dude.
You're
a zombie. You're a zombie. Your neighbors go, "Oh God, he's crossing the street even slower than normal."
At this rate, he'll be a human by the time he gets to the other side.
The thing is that
so good.
is all these like progressive people would just be like, "You guys are being really racist right now," and then they would get eaten.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what's going to happen. I tell everybody, I'm like, I can't wait for China and Russia to just join forces and come over here and face fuck your dad. Like, just a Russian woman with a strap on.
Are you
just a need for speed.
Are you in the heavy belief that they're manning up like the gender differences so that if China ever has to invade, they'll be sex-driven lunatics?
Oh, 100. Dude, you know how easy it would be to be like take over America in the form of hot Asian girls? Or the nightmare of guys just being like, hey, I met this Asian girl, dude. I think I'm going to take her back to my hotel. Dude,
I think I'm going to take her on base.
Half of America would die that night. They'd be like, oh, yeah, dude, they just do it in alleys. And toss them in fucking trash cans.
Take her on
you think
base.
the uniforms are going to be all military grade? It's all just women in geisha costumes.
Oh, 100%, dude. They're just going to strip it off and be fucking...
Well, that sucks about like how like America is racist, but it does suck because like if shit ever hit the fan in America, it's like the racist white dudes are probably the best defense of America. Unfortunately.
Yeah, they're everything. We need them.
We need them solely to defend us against China.
Look, hey, they could say it while they're running to save the day. I don't care. They're like, oh, no.
Hey, get in that truck.
Yeah.
That's their
no.
That's
it's
their
just,
battle
I'm
cry.
trying to save you.
It's
war
just,
cry.
it's just clearly the intro for Braveheart, and it's like, and not his why. They just run down a hill on horses. Just,
We need somebody to rebuild this shit when it gets back together.
Dude, that reminds me.
Ain't gonna be me.
Dude, that reminds. I just went to I just went to Motor City Irish Fest, which is the funniest.
And you bravehearted. I'm sad I wasn't there, but I was hosting.
Hey, guess what?
It looks fun. Are they doing it again?
They're doing the Celine Celtic Fest in July. You should come out for that one.
Ooh,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna beep that because.
But I did love that they planned. I don't know if they planned it on purpose, but the Motor City Irish Fest was on the same day as the Pride Parade in Detroit. So I'm like, that's brilliant because, like, yeah, you're not really having crossover of fan bases.
Yeah. I mean, but they are kind of the same people.
But yeah,
like, dress silly, get fucked up, like, hit
but
each other.
But also, at the same time, the Motor City Irish Fest is the closest thing to our white pride.
Like, yeah, you're like, hey, I just like being Irish.
We're just celebrating our culture.
Right?
Like,
I'm fucking Scottish.
I'm just proud to be Irish. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I'm just proud to not be black.
I'm Scottish, so I went full Scottish. That's why I did Braveheart face paint. I bought a dumb shirt there for $8 because I saw it and I'm like, I want this dumb shirt. It said, I'm not perfect, but I'm Scottish, which is pretty much the same thing.
Oh, nice. I like how inaccurate that is.
Yeah.
I just watched Braveheart the other day, too. I wonder if it was subliminally because I saw your fucking face painting and shit.
Braveheart rules.
Isn't it a good movie?
It's such a good movie.
Since I was legitimately like 9.
Mel Gibson's the GOAT, dude. He's so good in those older movies. Like that and
Patriot.
Patriot.
Fucking Patriot.
Mad Max.
Never seen The Patriot.
You've never seen The Patriot? You
No,
gotta
never
see
seen
The Patriot,
The Patriot,
dude.
no.
The Patriot fucking rules.
Dude, I love Rambo. ransom. Where is my son?
Yeah,
Give me back my son.
What's the one he does? Maverick's another good one he did.
Maverick's a baller
Fucking
movie.
awesome movie, dude.
Even the movie,
Gibson sort of ruled.
even in
for
the
a
movie
while.
Get the Gringo,
That's
was
also
good.
really good.
Okay, that's
really
where we
good.
draw the line.
You never seen that?
that's
Did you see
fair.
that movie?
Where he's in Mexican
Unfortunately, I
prison.
did.
And
I
it's
definitely
awesome.
saw
You
it.
didn't like it?
Do you ever see when he did his art house films?
Lethal
He did the
Weapon, dude.
Beaver.
I have not
I
seen
did
Where he
not
has a
see the
mental
Beaver.
illness where he only talks through a beaver puppet. It's like when he was just coming back in, he did an indie art house film,
That makes sense.
and it was.
Is it after
ruled.
the
Mel Gibson's a
pulled
great
over-
actor.
After he
I
got
don't
pulled
like
over?
his beliefs, but he's a great actor.
I actually think he's a terrible actor, and I just like his beliefs.
Was that
Man
after?
can't act worth a shit, but man, does he got a lot of good opinions.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Passion of the Christ, garbage movie. Thought it was a porno.
Apocalypto.
Mad Max.
Apocalyptico, yeah.
That fucking he directed that. That movie's awesome.
That movie is
Apocalypto.
badass. You ever seen that?
The Mayans.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
just cut
And at
each
the
other's heads
end-
off.
at the end, it's
I've
like-
never seen it though.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, the best
You
part
gotta
about
at least
the movie.
watch that one.
I'll watch that.
I'm going to spoil it right now, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
go for it. I'll still
So
watch
at
it.
the end of the movie, it's like they're escaping the Mayans, like trying to like kill
Oh,
their
they see
tribe.
the ships.
And then the end of the movie is
Yeah.
you see the ships coming in. You're like,
just-
who's that? I hope they're gonna save us.
Oh, that's
Oh
so-
yay, saviors!
Mel Gibson's like, originally I was going to have a bunch of Jews trying to find safety, and then they go, look, guys, trains. And
Well,
then-
I like it because it means they're fucked anyways. But I actually think Mel Gibson, the way his beliefs are, he probably was. He goes, "See, Christianity saved America." Like I honestly,
Yeah,
he
he-
probably did it. He's like, they were the saviors.
He's like, they lived in the story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't want to know how they lived or
Yeah.
who
They
they
just
were
turned
owned
to
by.
Christ.
Blankets they got, but,
But
you
they
know, it was a good
lived.
time.
I mean, they didn't live for a long time, but they lived.
Yeah. Hey, the Mayans were living for a good time, not a long time. You know.
Oh, yeah.
From okay, so the smallpox blankets, I found out like they found that that's historically accurate that they tried that, but it didn't work.
You want to try it? Can we do it?
So then they were just like,
So they
cutting
wasted
off
their time.
scalp immediately.
But most of the people just died because they contacted them. You know what I mean? Just because they were around them. That's how most of the people died.
I don't want to go back. I talked to you about.
We talked
the
about
book.
that?
Well, I talked to you about the book I read about Native American culture and the
Guys.
whole theory that most of them died because of actually like when they brought pigs
Sadness.
over and then sad the environment.
They were like, hey, is this your Morrissey album?
No, most Native Americans died because they saw Spanish conquistadors come here and just litter, and they just started
And
slowly dying.
They died
started
of one
crying.
single tear. Yeah, it was called single tearitis.
Yeah,
yeah,
litter
yeah.
causes cancer in natives.
Because Native Americans can't cry, so that one tear actually will kill them.
that was all their water.
He cries, he turns over to the camera, and he's just...
He fucking goes full on. Was it Temple of Doom?
No, dude, I like the thought of him going Matrix, where she just gets unplugged.
Anyway,
You see litter,
he's
you get
white.
unplugged from the simulation.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna-
He gets
you
unplugged.
see one piece of litter, they're just unplugging you from the Matrix.
And then another Native American watches that happen, they cry. And I'm like, no!
they get unplugged. He's white too. He's like, wow. This
Didn't
is.
know it ended like this.
But yeah, I talked about the book.
They're trying to program white people that way.
When did fucking what's the whole rhyme when Christopher Columbus showed up?
What's the whole
1492.
rhyme?
42.
Okay, so the
Columbus
name of the
discovered
book-
America.
So yeah, the name of the book is that, and it's all about like that, and it's also talking about like this whole idea that all Native Americans were like very primitive is bullshit, and about how they actually like if you date back, like they found irrigation systems and like they discovered irrigation systems more like it dates before even Europe,
And they were all different.
Oh, yeah, I can
and they
believe
did
it.
like crossbreeding. Like maize is not actually like a natural plant. It's like they crossbreeded two plants. They're like the first people to ever do that.
Nice.
So like there's like
That
actually,
feels
they're actually a
kinda
very
like
sophisticated culture, and it's like this weird like kind of racism to be like, oh, they were all primitive and like simpletons. It's like no, they actually
Well,
like
it's because they
have very-
lost. It's
Yeah,
not
they
even
lost.
like, I mean, they had like a home field advantage, and they kind of like blew a three game
They
lead.
just didn't have guns. That's
I
like
saw
really,
I saw a shirt the other day.
well
that said-
that and also the Spanish took advantage of their infighting because like they were already like fighting like empires and tribes and shit like that, and then when
Yeah.
the Spanish came here, they're like, oh
Oh, no, I mean
we'll
the
use
Spanish.
them as an ally to overtake, and then the Spanish kind of just did like a double.
all-
Spanish went, double cross.
Every
Have you ever heard the Spanish?
The
dude?
Spanish just double crossed
Every
a bunch of
single
people.
American fucking Indian war, same thing. If you go
Yeah.
and look and see who was fighting, there was a Native American tribe with the United States fighting another one.
And then they
did
just
the same fucking
double-crossed
thing.
them at the
Yeah,
end.
later on they're like, all right, now we
They
get
were like,
them.
now remember, if you don't go out there and find us information, we will blow out your third son's head. Okay? His
I think
brains
there's a-
will be all over your
there's a
stupid
whole
fucking
thing
TV.
about how,
if you don't find us food tonight, because we're 3 kids in, and I don't feel like killing all 7
that's
of
what
them.
I'm saying. That's
God, you guys make them fast.
There's a whole thing I think about how like Sacagawea and Pocahontas are technically not heroes. They're people that like betrayed their culture to help.
They were just moms.
The colonizers. No, it's like they betrayed their culture to help them, and then it kind of backfired, and it's like a whole reason everything fell apart because they thought.
I don't think they did it on purpose, though. I
No,
don't think
they
they're
do
like,
it.
you guys, we need
No,
to start
but
a movement
They
where
trusted the white man was their fault.
we need to start a
it's
Hebrew
always
movement.
everybody's fault is trusting the white
Dude,
man.
no, we started a Hebrew movement called Sacagawea, and it's about how she was Jewish the whole time.
Yeah, no, the original. No,
She was like, "Oh, this baby is it gotta be on my back the
Dude.
whole time?"
it's
Somebody else.
It's reverse Black Israelites. It's like, the original Native Americans were God's chosen people, the Jews. Actually,
Exactly. They've all just got glasses. I think it's this way, Pocahontas.
yeah. Oh my God, the corn tastes so good. I can't believe we could prepare maize in so many ways.
Yeah, don't eat too much. You know what it does to your tummy.
I love it when you put the maize with the fish. That's my favorite.
Yeah, dude. I mean, now that we've done Mexican Nazis, why not do Jewish Native Americans?
Honestly, I could
Coming in the next
I think
thing.
you can pitch a whole movie off of that. Mel Brooks would have made it.
dude.
Mel Brooks would have done it.
Oh my god.
Too bad that son of a bitch.
Mel Brooks did the whole thing where all the Native Americans were Asian, and that was in Blazing Saddles, right?
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, he did the thing where everybody was Asian.
No, the Native Americans were Asian. Wasn't that Blazing Saddles? No, that wasn't. No, I'm thinking.
No. He had real Native Americans.
No,
I
I'm
think.
thinking of fucking Cannibal the Musical.
I still haven't seen that.
You have
The
to
Trey
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. So their first thing, instead of having when they meet all the Native Americans, they're all just Asians. Like,
Nice.
Well, in most movies, they were Italian.
yeah, well, that's probably
A lot of
because
movies,
of
the
spaghetti
Native
westerns.
Americans were Italians.
That would make sense because spaghetti westerns, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
why
were
they were named
making them in
spaghetti
Italy.
westerns. They were like,
It wasn't
Hey,
because
what
they were
do
in
they
Italy.
call them? Spaghetti
Hey,
N-words?
spaghetti. Yeah. No, that's the Irish with the potatoes. You're mixing it up.
Yeah, but I thought they used to call them spaghetti.
Do you guys know about the? Do you guys
Spaghetti.
know about the Celtic Holocaust?
No, the Celtic Holocaust. Are you talking about what the Celtics are doing to the Mavs right now? Oh, I hate basketball.
No, it was Rome like did a whole Celtic Holocaust. And it was because I love this story so much because I think it's so hilarious historically. So basically, all these like this Celtic barbarian tribes showed up at some like Roman city,
Nice.
and then they wanted to like they're like, oh, okay, like cool, like you can go meet like whatever the fucking I don't know what they're called like when they run a city like a lord or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the Celts were
Prince.
so much bigger than the
actual
Romans.
prince.
Like they're all like a foot taller, and they have all these like giant beards, and they're muscle bound. And like Romans were like shorter
Fucking
people,
hot.
less muscle mass. So when they show up, like this guy who's running the city, he's like amazed at seeing them. Like they look like statues, like people out of like mythology and shit.
Yeah.
So he gets really excited. And as soon as he sees them, without even first talking to him, he goes up to like the leader of this barbarian Celtic tribe, and he just goes up and just touches his beard. And apparently that's like a huge insult in their culture. So he just immediately just beheads the fucking leader, and then they just ransacked and burned this whole town. And then Caesar
Talk about a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I right?
happens
Me
all the
talking to my
time.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Am I right?
And so Caesar hears about it. He goes, "Oh, you can't do that." And then they just send a bunch of Romans to just murder all like the Celtic barbarian tribes.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
also, I do like at the end of the story is that basically a Celtic beard is basically a black woman's hair. Like if you touch it, you have to die now.
Yeah, you have to die. Yeah.
There can be only one.
I just love living in a world where a guy touches my beard and I'm like, well, it looks like I have to cut off your head. And I just,
What
and
an
then I
insult.
look at all my friends and I go, right?
I mean, come on.
And they're all like, this fucking guy. Yeah, dude.
Dude, but I also love imagining like
Are you going to eat his dick?
like
oh,
the
we don't-
assistant of that
Take the
guy.
power.
Imagine how insane that was. You're like the assistant of the guy, and you just see him. He's like, "Oh my god, this
Yeah.
beard's so magnificent." He touches it, and just immediately just goes and cuts your boss's head off. You're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, yeah.
And then they just start raping and pillaging and burning the whole city down.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad, pretty fast.
You do have to eat the guy's penis to
You gotta eat the
take his
penis.
power into you
Yeah.
to
Take
make
his
you
power.
more virile for your
So
women.
yeah, just so you're out there. White man's beards are basically like black girls' hair. You don't touch it.
Yeah, Celtics. Just the
Don't you
Celtics.
ever touch my hair, my
Yeah.
beard, dude.
Celtic frosted tips. Dude, that's so good. I just love all the stupid wars that have happened and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So basically, a whole Holocaust happened because someone touched a guy's beard.
That makes sense.
That's
yeah.
not hilarious. I love how stupid people
They're
died.
like,
for.
oh my god, they're just walking through fields of dead bodies. Oh, how
Isn't that
has
a
Why did this happen?
How has this happened?
Well,
Just
fucking
everybody's just someone's leg shoved up someone's ass.
Nero got really horned up and touched this dude's beard.
Yeah.
Now a whole culture has to die.
Did he kill everybody? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much killed it. Then the Romans killed them. How are you still alive? Well, you know how we are. No, I'm not going to say what we are, but Leibowitz and Sons
Well,
really
my
knows
name
how to
is-
carry it.
Well, my name is Marathon, and I can run really fast.
Yeah, he's A-Team from The Boys. Oh, God, dude. I can't wait for The Boys.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
just
coming.
love
Isn't it
advertising.
fucking
So good.
Wednesday or Thursday this week? It's coming back, right?
Well,
Is it that
we do
soon?
have
I
to
didn't know.
prefix that we are recording this in June, so some of this is not going to line up right. But yes, I'm excited for The Boys. Also,
That's
have you seen
crazy.
people trying to say that The Boys is woke? Like
That's hilarious.
how right do you have to be to think The Boys is woke? Because I think The Boys is a pretty centrist show.
Oh, it just does things.
It does both
Boys just
sides.
does things.
So it's like to call it woke. It's like you have to be really right to be like that's
Well, it's
a
because
woke
they're
show.
taking the hit of what Homelander is, but it's like
Yeah.
the whole show's about how this kid's too pussy to like just end it.
Yeah.
Homelander's clearly the worst person ever, and he has
He's
to
a
die.
fucking
But you keep
sociopath,
pussyfooting
yeah.
around it, like some people. I'm not gonna say Democrats, and then
I don't know. I liked what they did with Soldier Boy.
but yeah,
It's like, you rock that.
dude, Soldier Boy was wild.
It wasn't Soldier Boy. It was Soldier something. Was it Soldier? Was it
No, it
Soldier
was Soldier Boy. Soldier
Okay.
Boy was his
It
name.
is
man.
funnier that
they probably paid Soldier Boy,
That-
which is insane.
how they didn't have that last fight scene happen between him and Homelander. It rocked that
They tried.
Superman up in there.
They were like, guys, we don't
it
have a
lines up
budget like
perfectly.
that.
He's an allegory for Superman. Like,
Yeah, and then the actual scene starts playing. They go, "This is what we could afford because you're everywhere." It's like, God, you guys suck.
no, because they even played it well. Where it's like, you're like, oh yeah, the Soldier Boy's also a racist piece of shit. He's mad at Homelander because he's not right enough.
Oh yeah. Dude, I love that.
The
I love it.
enemy of my
Stormfront.
enemy is my friend for now.
Dude, Nazis. It always comes down to Nazis, dude.
It is
I
great.
used to watch the show The Strain, and that whole show was Guillermo del Toro just talking about Nazis.
Oh, dude, I love
for
Guillermo
just like
del
an
Toro.
hour at a time.
Did you ever watch Chronos? That was like his first
the
film.
movie with Perlman. No,
yeah,
I've never seen that
it's
one.
so good. It's like vampires but Mexican and with a scarab.
Hey man, look, we're not just Nazis, okay? Like we can be vampires,
We're fucking
too,
vampires
dude.
too, man.
We're fucking, look, see, guy, let's say, but like, I'll still suck your blood and shit.
wait, all right. Well, I can't do the voice. You might like hot sauce on your burrito, but I like blood on it. Do something like that.
Hey man, you might like hot sauce on your burrito, but I like blood. I'm also Jewish.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I'm gonna start doing that. Just terribly inaccurate accents.
Do you ever see fucking Dracula 2000?
No, I tried to watch it.
Dude, it's fucking rules.
I was like,
Gerard Butler plays Dracula, and then the whole ending twist is that Dracula is actually Judas, and that's why Silver.
why does it have to be the Bible? Why did it have to come back to the Bible? Like,
Well, that's the curse of Judas for selling out Jesus, and that's why like Silver is effective because he got paid in 30 pieces. It's awesome.
you can either have vampires or you can have Jews. You can't have them both, okay?
Okay, well, then,
'Cause without
speaking of sequels,
there's not.
You might not have seen Dracula 2000. Did you ever see Dracula 3000?
No.
Okay, so you know like every bullshit alien movie where it's like you wake up in cryo sleep and then you find this desolate ship and you have to go check on it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Once you said the 3000, I should have just known it was
So
the
it's
future.
basically Alien, but instead of there being an alien on the ship, there's Dracula's casket on a ship. But they also
so bad.
But they also make him like old 1700s Dracula with like the white blouse,
Yeah, like
and the
pretty
cape,
dressed up.
and like the powder. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen of all time.
It sounds like Leprechaun Goes to Space.
Yeah, it's actually better than that because the whole point of the
Everything's
movie.
better than that. Like you said,
No, that's
better
actually a
than
pretty tight movie, dude. When horror movies go to space, Jason X is like one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
I don't stand by. You remember that whole thing about who was it? Mel Gibson. I don't stand by this though.
Jason X rules.
Jason X. That's where I draw the line.
Jason
Mel
X
Gibson's
rule,
opinions.
dude. The way they
Let's
do
hear 'em
the
out.
ice kill in that movie, when he puts her face in the like with a fucking whatever the shit that freezes you fast.
Space just felt too. Demolition Man.
It's a stupid
liquid
movie.
nitrogen.
Demolition Man
Demolition
is not
Man
a space
rules.
movie, but it's also like my favorite space movie.
When everything's Taco Bell,
Yeah,
it's
but
a
or
rule.
Fifth Element. Fifth Element is the greatest
Fifth Element.
space movie.
Oh, dude.
Because it dabbled into space, but it also was just
Chris
like the
Tucker's
future.
fucking character in that movie
Yeah,
is
dude.
the best
fucking-
acting he's ever done.
That's
Mr. Corbin, Dolly.
But I will say, Demolition
wild.
Man is better. I love that everything is Taco Bell in the future. I do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Back when we were like,
everything
what'll
is a
happen?
Taco Bell.
I'm gonna have
What'll
to disagree with you. I think Fifth Element was better than.
I mean, but Demolition Man is so sick. I mean, he
It's a
kicks
sick
his
movie,
he kicks
yeah.
his frozen body into
Yeah.
a million pieces.
yeah. Also,
mean,
Wesley
which is
Snipes.
pretty awesome.
Come on,
But-
Wesley Snipes is so fucking cool. I just rewatched.
with the blonde hair.
I just rewatched both of his buddy movies with Woody Harrelson. They both rule.
White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump rule, but also the Forgotten Money Train. Money Train is fucking
That is
awesome.
very
Money
forgotten.
Train is awesome.
That is
too.
great.
They're just cops, and then the whole movie is they're cops, but they're also alcoholics because after every shift they just go get hammered at the same bar,
Which is pretty sweet.
and then they're getting hammered, and they're like train cops, and they're like, what if they're just hammered one night? Like, what if we robbed the train?
What
Yeah,
if
and then
we
they did
instead
it.
of beating
And then
our
they do, and
wives,
it's
rob the
awesome.
train?
And they never face any repercussions. It's incredible.
yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Instead of beating our wives, we're gonna rob the train. Yeah.
And also,
Terrible.
both of them have
It's always gotta be
hot
terrible.
Latino women that they both kind of fight over. Because Rosie Perez is in White Man Can't Jump,
Which is great.
and then I think it's J Lo in
Money
Isn't it
Train?
J Lo
It
in
might
Money
be,
Train?
You might be right.
I think it's like J Lo's first acting gig.
I have no clue.
And Woody Harrelson wants her, but then Wesley Snipes starts banging her, and they're like brothers. So they're like, what the fuck?
Wait, they're brothers?
They act like they're brothers. He was adopted. And
I knew
he's
adoption
raised.
came into this.
But
I knew it was
also,
going to be an
the
adoption.
even funnier, the white guy was the adopted one because they couldn't do all. You know what I mean?
yeah, they
Like,
couldn't be like.
Yeah,
They
I'm
couldn't be
gonna
like,
double check. Dude.
where are my parents? And then, yeah, you guys know the deal.
Let's see. I'm gonna double check this. I'm pretty sure it's J Lo and Money Train. And it's
Hey,
like,
what do we
it's
get
like
for adopting
J-Lo.
this black kid? Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's J Lo. It's J Lo. And this is like
great.
J Lo fucking what 90,
Oh, this is Jenny
95,
from the block.
95 J Lo. Yeah, this is like prime J Lo. And she
was
plays a cop.
95%.
Yeah, she rules in that movie.
Did you see
I
the
love
movie
those movies.
Selena?
What?
Did you see the movie Selena?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't.
Selena's hilarious because you know the ending of the movie and you know it sucks and you're
Dude,
like,
it
because I just have
reminds-
to watch this chick die. Like I should be watching the concerts, but
I probably shouldn't tell this story, but have you ever? Every time I think of Selena, I only think about the gig. I've heard this story about Dave Attell when he's at the Comedy Cellar, and there's these two Mexican women up front, and they're having a bad time the whole time, like they're frowning. And then Dave Attell goes up and he does a joke, and they don't laugh. And he turns, and goes, "Oh, what's wrong, ladies? Did Selena die again?"
oh, that's great.
And apparently, like, won him over. I just love that story so much. It's like the funniest riffing I've ever heard.
It just reminded me of your one joke about Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh, she was
It's
great
like,
in
hey,
fucking
it's-
Queen of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned. When we were talking about Dracula 2000,
You were thinking Queen of the Damned.
no. I just immediately remember that string of
Queen of the Damned
vampire
rules.
movies.
The idea that a vampire comes back from the grave and then makes new metal music is awesome. And then Jonathan Davis writes
they
all
were
the
like,
music.
he was like, yeah. Not only am I going to live forever, I sound like the guy from Korn.
Yeah, it is Jonathan Davis.
Oh, it's 100%.
It's all
It's different,
Jonathan
like
Davis.
singers, and then he just does.
Well,
all the,
there's
like
a
it's
little bit of Wayne
X.
Static. Yeah, Static X. The cold is
So
in
they're
there.
just like, yeah. Sometimes you're Wayne Static, sometimes you're Jonathan Davis. You know how the business
It's
is.
so funny. I'm thinking about a vampire waking up from years and he goes, "I know how to."
Don't push it.
I know how to get my message out
Yeah, he
there.
sounds like Godsmack.
Yeah. Dude, a vampire coming back and going new metal is the way to go.
Oh yeah.
But also, one of my favorite parts about that movie is they solve a mystery because of one of his songs gives directions to a location. And I was laughing so hard at the idea. He goes, and then you take a left down. Take a left down Main Street.
It's gonna be real creepy by the 7-Eleven on the right there. Gotta make a left, and when you
If you see the KFC, you're gone too far.
gonna turn around, there's an echo across the street. Hardware store. Yeah.
Then you go down
it.
the alley, you knock on the door. You say, I know Kyle.
Yeah, you're like this.
They
song,
let you in, you go down the stairs. You talk to a man named Smith. He will get you the shit.
He's like, yeah, I just needed to go home. I didn't need to buy cocaine. This is the wrong song.
Where do you
sorry.
live?
You needed to listen to track 6.
I was trying to get to the bottom of this vampire apocalypse.
Yeah,
My bad.
sorry.
And Limp Bizkit's making a comeback, huh? Isn't that great?
Which is
going
how
to
you
see
know
him
it's
next
over.
month.
Which is how you know it's over. Like there's
Don't do this. Don't
And
do this. I
Creed.
love Limp Bizkit.
And
And,
Creed.
I love Creed.
guys, it's over.
No.
Once Limp Bizkit rears its ugly little head out, you'll know it's
Uh-oh.
over.
Ugly.
You'll know it's game
Now
time.
he's getting
Dude.
upset.
Have you? All right. You probably haven't. Have any of you read the bass player
looking at-
Fieldy's from Korn's autobiography?
No.
Is it called Fieldy of Dreams?
You're getting him upset. He's getting riled
I know,
up.
that
He's
was
getting
funny.
riled up.
No, it rules. It opens up with him talking about just domestically abusing his wife,
Perfect.
and then
Just
he goes.
really
and he-
Fieldy
that's how
thing
they
to
open
do.
it up.
Fieldy from Korn.
Yeah, that's
beating
how they
his wife.
It's like him trying to break down a hotel room to beat the fuck out of her. And that's like,
Is that why he played the bass like that? He was imagining
really
it was
just
his wife's
practicing.
fucking
Yeah.
face.
but he like, and then it's like that's like his rock bottom, and then it goes back to the front of the story and tells the whole story about Korn. But the best part about the novel is he talks about how Limp Bizkit got made, and Limp Bizkit got
Ecstasy.
made. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
ecstasy.
the same thing as with Powerpuff Girls.
It's
but
also-
somebody threw in a dildo and an ecstasy pill. You got and a backwards cap, and they were like, "Yep, that'll do it."
This is how you.
Why does everybody hate me?
Yeah, sugar, spice, and kind of some lice. We've made a Limp Bizkit. Wes Borland comes out of the potion like with his face already black.
Router rough girls. It's sugar,
Rough
spice, and everything rice.
Yeah, dude, I loved the Powerpuff Girls and Limp
They
Bizkit.
ruled.
I'm just gonna go on the record. I'm gonna go on the record and say rearranged, still a banger.
Yeah, but Okay, so Fieldy tells the
Fieldy
story.
beat his wife.
Yes, he beats his wife. Blah blah blah. But then they talk about the making.
Blah, blah, blah,
boy,
you know, spouse
blah,
abuse,
blah, blah,
whatever.
Later,
Blah blah blah. Just trying to make her a better
Yeah,
cook.
exactly.
Blah blah blah.
But he's talking about how basically how like Limp Bizkit got signed. What happened is that it was when Korn was touring with Deftones. Their first tour was they were opening for Deftones.
Okay.
And they were on this tour, and then after the show, they meet this guy, and he goes, "Hey, I'm this fucking tattoo artist. You guys come back to my place. I'll give you guys tattoos. I got this tattoo gun." And no one else wants to go except for David, the drummer, and Fieldy, and they go
David
back
Silvera.
there. And the guy who fucking said
It's
that he's-
Fred Durst.
It is. It's Fred Durst. But here's the funny part about it. Fred Durst is not a tattoo artist.
Why?
So he lied. And then so he goes, David's up first, and David goes, I want you to put Korn real big across my back.
Yeah.
But he sucks at writing
Writing Korn, yeah.
Yeah, or
He's not
just
a tattoo artist.
He sucks at tattooing. So you know like how Korn's later symbol is all the squiggly lines and
Yeah,
shit?
that backwards R.
Yeah, that's all because of fucking
Fred Durst, genius.
Durst. That's why the lines aren't straight. It's all David's back tattoo.
Nice.
But the reason he did that was because while he was doing their tattoo, he put in their mixtape of Limp Bizkit and played it for him, and they liked it, and then they took it over to their producer,
Nice. I have to
and they
piss.
got him signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta piss so bad.
time are we at?
If you don't, yeah, we're getting near the
Start
end. I
pissing
think.
in
what
your
is it?
backyard. I don't know how you guys piss around
You can,
here.
you can,
What
if
it-
you want to, you can literally just go out the door and go behind my garage.
What's the time?
We're at 40 something. I think 43 minutes.
Perfect. I'm gonna pour us a shot. Keep talking for a second.
Keep talking for a second. Keep
What do
talking.
tell me about what you think about Korn.
So Korn, I really liked him until I stopped fucking this one chick I was dating. She was really into him. But I did like...
So is that like you didn't like him anymore because of her, or is it because you only liked him because of her? I think I
it was
worded that
'cause
wrong, but you know what I'm saying.
It was, I think, because of her that I stopped liking them because we broke up. You know what I mean? Couldn't listen to it without thinking about her and her titties. And
Oh, well, here, I'm about to give you some PTSD.
I still like Blind. That whole self-titled album is awesome.
I think
The second album is awesome too.
Follow the Leader.
Obviously.
Untouchables. Untouchables is a great
I didn't
fucking
get
album.
into that one, really.
Untouchables is a great album.
What's the one that was after Follow the Leader?
I think it's Untouchables is their third album. I think that's Transition, and then they had the fourth one that had Make Me Bad on it with the voodoo doll burning, but I can't remember the name of the album. Or do I have the wrong order? Is
I think
Untouchables 4?
Untouchables after the. So
We'll see.
they had self-entitled. They had a second CD, and then they had Follow the Leader.
No,
I
Follow
thought.
the Leader's their second.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. I read their fucking autobiography. Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about Limp Bizkit?
No, we're talking about Korn. We're trying to figure out the order in which Korn's albums come out.
I can tell you.
Was the Untouchables?
Korn, it goes Life
Untouchables
is
was the
PG.
third, right?
No.
Was that the
Third
fourth?
Was Follow the Leader. And then
Second was
Issues,
Follow the Leader.
And then it,
Second is definitely Follow the Leader,
Follow the Leader
because
came out
Follow
in
the
2001.
Follow
Don't
the
do
Leader.
this.
No, fuck off. Follow
Look
the
it up
Leader
real
is the
quick.
second. No,
So
I'll
look
tell
it
you
up.
why. Follow the Leader is the second because I think it had 16 or 17 tracks on the original,
First 13 are silent.
and the first 13 are silent because they're the original album. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's 13
The first
blank
album is
tracks.
Korn, 1994. Second album is Life is Peachy, 1997. Third album is Follow the Leader, 1998. First 13 tracks are silence, and then it's like 20 tracks or something.
God damn it, you're right.
Then-
It is Life is Peachy.
Then
Fuck.
you have Untouchables,
But
which
Life
was
is
like
Peachy is
2001.
not good.
I thought
I
Life
used
is
to
Peachy
love
is not
I
a
thought
good album.
Issues was after.
Life is Peachy
Follow
has
the Leader.
Adidas.
No, you're right.
Life is Peachy has
That's a
Adidas.
good song. Dream about sex all day.
Does it
Yeah,
have
Issues
a
was like-
Shoots and Ladders on there too?
No, Shoots and Ladders on the original.
Is it?
Yes, 100%.
King
all right, it's okay.
Rosie.
I'm sorry.
I will bet the life of
I'm
you
not
on it.
arguing with you about it.
Who did he knew all about Starship Troopers, dude, but don't test my Korn, dude.
I was pretty
I love
confident. I
Korn.
forgot Life is Peachy. Well, then why did they do the 13 blank tracks if they do Life is Peachy in the middle?
I had a hi-hat like on my drum set, and somebody put a Korn sticker on it, and so much dust and just film had collected on it that when I peeled it off, it forever had like Korn lightly like
Written
in
out.
it.
That rules.
You can
Nice.
still kind of see it too.
This is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. More like oh god, I didn't take that one.
All right, what's your favorite Korn album?
What's your?
Probably Follow the Leader.
That's mine.
Follow the Leader was sick.
All in the Family is one of I love that track, even though Jonathan Davis to this day. That's the one he did with Fred Durst, and he says he regrets making that song, but I also love that song so
I
much.
take that back. Sorry, Issues. Somebody, someone, and falling away from me.
I think
I
the
like two of their
Untouchables
best-
is so
two of their
good.
best
Though
songs.
Untouchables is up there. Untouchables is a
Dude,
great
I
album.
love Issues.
Issues is the one with the burning voodoo doll, right?
Yeah, the doll on the front. Yeah. Well, no, the buttons are ripped out of it.
Yeah.
Which is like a kid was like, "Fuck you, doll."
There was like a bunch of like
That was like that's all cool, baby.
that
Because
was
they
a
picked
time
it.
period where they were doing all like the creepy art because like Sublime's.
Well, remember they did a fan contest. They had fans draw artwork for Issues. So there's like 4 different Issues covers.
Yeah, but that one I think
And
of is
that
that
some
one.
kid, some fucked up kid that you know just had the worst,
Well, also
the worst life.
fun Korn fact. Do you know Korn is the first person that TRL had to actually retire a music video?
Korn's multiple people, but yeah.
No,
wait. What video was it?
Take a guess. I know exactly which one.
Probably
the Leader?
Adidas. I mean, Adidas got banned.
Follow the Leader.
Nope. Follow the Leader's an album.
What,
That's fun.
Blind?
Not
I
my-
mean, it's
It's Got the Life.
Got the Life isn't. That's not even a bad.
That's the name of a song.
That video, yeah, but that video's not even bad.
That's the one. That's a good one.
Oh, can I do this?
was it
Sorry.
banned? Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't give
No,
a
they
shit.
retired it because they were getting so many requests for it. They started the trend that they would retire music videos off of TRL. They were the first one that did it because they were getting so many requests for the Got the Life music video. Because, you know, they do like the
that's
whole
on
thing.
Banks, yeah.
They'd be like, oh, what music do you want? They kept getting Got the Life so much. They're like, we have to stop because we're playing Got the Life
Guys,
all
we've
the
given
fucking
you
time.
the life, okay?
Yeah.
Next subject.
Classic.
No, I'll talk about Korn all day.
I know. That's what I'm trying to move on.
I love Korn.
Because we've talked about music for about 20 minutes.
Do you know what Korn? Do you know what band Korn was in before it was Korn?
No.
It was everyone
nobody knows.
besides Jonathan Davis.
This is where Mike Eaton stops. This is where I'm like, what the fuck?